Hello, everyone. Hello. Sharice Johnson Moore here with your episode of Author's Excerpt Sunday. Today, we are talking about what's the first steps to writing a book. I want to give you some knowledge. I want to give you some advice. I want to help you out as much as I can. And with this being said, here are your first steps to getting to writing a book. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sometimes we want to rush, but I'm going to tell all you potential authors to take your time and make sure it is what you want your readers to read before you publish your book. Okay? So let's dive into the steps that will help you get your book to publication. Okay? All right, babies. Here we go. Everyone. How are y'all doing today? Hello. How are y'all doing today? Sharice Johnson Moore here for Author's Excerpt Sunday. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? How are y'all doing? Art Fat Boy, what's up? How are you doing? Okay, so today, on Author's Excerpt Sunday, I wanted to give the potential authors some advice, right? And title of the topic for today is what's the first steps to writing a book? What's the first steps to writing a book? Okay, and in this concept, it means that what do you want to do first when writing a book? What do you want to do first? I had all these questions when I had all these questions. Hi, Annabelle, how you doing? I had all these questions when I first started writing my first book. Like, where do I start? What do I start with? And how do I go about this thing of writing this book, right? And I just started writing. Just start writing. Just let your imagination take you away for what your topic is. What your topic of your book is going. What the title, you might want to start with a title. Start with the title of your book. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't start like that, but sometimes it does. It starts with your title. Okay, what your title gonna be, and then sometimes you can write your book in its entirety, then come up with a title. Sometimes it is that way for some people that are writing. And sometimes it is not. But the first steps you want to do is write your book in its entirety. In its rough draft formation, the first rough draft, because there will be many. I'm going to be honest with you. There are going to be many rough drafts for your manuscript, okay? And I want to say that sometimes you need to just write, right? Okay, so, and these are some things that you want to think about when you write this book, right? So, do I need it proofread? Yes, you do. Okay, you're going to need to have it proofread and edit it, because you may find out like me, I'm going to reveal something about my first book. One of the paragraphs in my book is in the wrong section of my book. Okay. And this was because I was in such a hurry. And when they sent me I was in such a hurry to publish the book and get everything done and all that and this, that, other. And the one thing I did not do was read my proofread. I didn't proofread before I sent it to Amazon, and I didn't proofread after I got my official book, my book, to show what it looked like, and they send you an example of what the book looked like and things like that, and then you read it, and then if you have mistakes in it, you can go back and redo your book. It gives you time to recalibrate or reevaluate what you have written, right? And sometimes we are so busy as authors. We want to write this book, and we want to go ahead and get it over with, and we want to just go ahead and get this thing published, and we want to make the money. But sometimes you don't want to fast track stuff because it might be messed up or wrong or out of place or out of pocket, or you be like, no, this paragraph, if you turn around and you get your own book, right? And the worst thing happened would be you picked up your own book and then started reading your book, and then you realize, ooh, all this stuff is not in the right place. I want to be, it's in the wrong chapter. It's in the wrong, it's in the wrong section of the book, like paragraphs are not where they're supposed to be and where you planned it and things like that. And sometimes you can have a paragraph that's double in your book, which I've also let you in on that secret, and let you know that's happened to me too, where I have double a same paragraph in one chapter and then that same paragraph in another chapter. I don't know, but anyway, like I said, that's a little stuff. Let's see the secret. Anyway, it's out the bag now. But anyway, but my thing is, you always want to have someone proofread and edit your book. And when you have your book proofread and edited correctly, you avoid all these mistakes. Because sometimes these mistakes can cost you some money, especially if you've already copywritten your book. Yes, okay, if you've already copywritten, right? So, what's the first step to writing a book? One is write in its completion. Write it, I've also realized something, that if you have someone that can proofread and edit your book, you can do the first 3 chapters, send that to them, let them work on that, then work on the next chapters. And while they're proofreading, editing that, they could turn around. You could be writing the rest of the book along the way. I've also realized that too. But if you were like me, well, first-time authors, I wanted to have I did my book like that. Okay, well, I gave the proofread editor the first 3 chapters of my book. She told me what I need to make the corrections in, and I did them. Okay? And then I went on, while she was doing that, I went on ahead and she gave them back to me. Then I knew where to go with the book, okay, the flow of the book. And do you want chapters? Or do you want, opinion? Do you want a table of contents, or you just want them to jump right into the book? And I think it should be chapters. I think it should be like, you should go ahead and, really start with table of contents. Okay, do you want to just jump into chapters? Okay, there's no table of contents. Okay, I just want you to read this book. Because I purchased a book like that one time, and the person said, just read the book. I was like, for a preload, just read the book. And I was like, really? Like, there's no finesse. I mean, just they gave me a little dialogue about what was going on. Then they at the end they said, just read the book and you'll see what it's about. I'm like, really? Okay. And my thing is, take your time when you're writing. Take your time. I had my book is an autobiography, inspirational book. So I went in chronological order. That means from the beginning to the end and not in between and start here and then you have a person jumping all over the place. Okay, I didn't want nobody to read no book like that because I wouldn't want to read someone else's book like that. It's like it's time fractured. And it's like you catching me off guard and you're jumping here and you're jumping out. I'm sitting there like, okay, now I got to jump back through this other chapter to go to the other chapter, to go back to the other chapter, to go. Take your time, write, get you a nice proofread editor. If you want to, while you're doing that, you can also have someone come along and make your book cover and or acquire or look around for a graphic designer before the book is actually published. Okay, you can do that. You could do a whole lot of things in between. And what other things you may need? If you're going to do a book, if you're going to do your book and you want to be a self-published author, it's called turn it into a business. There's a business side to this author self-publishing thing, this self-published, independent author thing. It is called an entity, business entity. I'll talk about that later though. Okay. The thing is that you want to first get all your, you want to first write your book. You want to have a proofread and edit it. And you want to maybe if you want to have complete control over your book, you may want to purchase your own ISBN number. When you have your own ISBN number, you have more control over where you distribute your book. Hint, hint for the day. That's our hint for the day on Authorization Sunday. Hint, hint. And the thing is that we want to have a cohesive understanding of the book. Whether it's a thriller, whether it's a book of poems, poetry, short stories, things of that nature. And the thing is that we want to we want it to really, really, really like get into it. Oh, and you may want to start saving your money for the marketing plan for after the book is published, because it's going to be more work, not just writing the book and not just putting it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Okay, I've done it now. Okay, all right, now I ain't got to do nothing. Yes. First steps. Your first steps. First steps, write, proofread, edit, and make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. All your ducks in a row. I mean, who's going to publish your book? Who's going to distribute the book? And what things are going to cost you, far as a book cover, a graphic arts designer, and you have to do your due diligence. You have to do due diligence when you are a self-published author, independent author, and it is called Do your work unless you want to pay a ghostwriter to write your book for you. Now, I've gotten a lot of inquiries about book writing. And I'm going to put this out there for people that want to publish their book. No one, I don't know nobody that's going to help you write your book, help you collaborate, like do where the book is, what sequence is in, this, that, okay? Because all that's going to cost you. It's going to cost. If you got somebody else to want to do your book, ain't nothing wrong with having that idea, but be ready to spend the money for it. Be ready. First steps to writing a book. Be patient with yourself. Stop rushing to try to hurry up and publish a book and know it is not in its complete form. Okay? I've done that too. I had the book cover made. I had the book cover made, and I had maybe like first three chapters done, which weren't proofread, right? So I decided to go ahead and put it on Amazon. You know, me and Miss Fancy Pants. And I realized something when they got that email. I got an email one day saying your book has been published. I was like, ooh, that was the first time. That was like the second time I had took 6 months off. And that was 90 days. They give you 90 days to upload. They give you 90 days. If you upload something, you upload that. And they say, okay, we're going to give you 90 days. And 90 days, this is going to be published. Please have it finished. You don't want to learn the hard way like me, okay? You do not want to learn that, okay? I'm gonna give you some advice. Make sure it's proofread and edited before you upload it to Amazon for publication, please. Because it's like, oh my God. It's like you got to go back and then you got to take that down and then you got to put the other one up. And it's like, that is a time waste. That's time consuming. So make sure you have everything in order when you write your book, when you're writing your book. Write it, proofread, edit, everything in order. If you, it's a certain way you want to do it. If you want to advertise your book, advertise it, or, advertise, that comes out a little bit later down the road. But the first step to writing a book is to turn it into a business. If you're self-published, make you a business, turn to a business. You just can't throw something up there. Okay, well, I just made this up. I just go ahead and I just put this up here and and always make sure you copyright your stuff before you send it off to publishing. Make sure I do. I want to make sure my stuff is self-published, is copyrighted before I even send it off to publication. That's the first thing I do when I turn around and finish, and the proofread editor says you are completely finished, everything is done, everything is ordered. That's where it go next, to the copyright office in DC. Okay, because you don't want to turn around and publish your stuff, and then all of a sudden you forget, oh, I gotta copyright my stuff. Oh God, I gotta copyright. Oh my God, I forgot. Even though you published it and it could legally be yours, you still want to copyright it because you do not want nobody plagiarizing your stuff, child. Don't want nobody plagiarizing because it ain't good. It's not. And then you got to go to court, and then you got all them other problems. Okay, so you may want to, first steps to writing a book, you may want to go ahead and get you an entertainment lawyer for your work. Or if you can't get that right then, get it later on down the road where all your paperwork is in order and it is copy, it's copyrighted. It's done in this order. This is the book cover. This who did the book cover. You want to have your stuff so in a row, ducks in a row, that you don't want to turn around and be having to go backwards. Because on my first book, I had to go backwards and do a lot of stuff. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this. No, I don't want to do it like that. Second book, I'm doing it quite different. I learned a lot of things by writing that first book, the way I did it. And it just is better. It's more smooth flow. It's a more smoother outcome than what I did the first time with my first book. Because first time I didn't have a business coach. I didn't have that person saying, well, do this and do this and do this. And that's why it took me almost 3 years to write that first book. The first book. But now that it's a more smooth sailing. And when you write in your book, no TV, no TV, no radio, no computer, no laptop, no phone on. Turn everything off unless you're using the laptop to write. Because, or if you like music, or you like music that help you concentrate. Not music that's going to disturb your thoughts. And turn off your phones. I'm going to tell you why. Because you could get distracted by somebody texting you. And you be like, all right, I'm texting them. Before you know it, they done threw your whole concentration off. And now you done jumped off your project. And now you want to talk on the phone. Most of important thing my business coach taught me was to turn off everything. And that's how I was able to finish my second book in a record time of 3 months. I was in record time in 3 months because I took an hour each day. I turned off everything. Everything. No TV. If I had TV on, I was listening to Spotify. I like meditation music. So that helped my concentration. It wasn't no bang, 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 won't no, a whole bunch of, it was nice, quiet, Zen, meditation music. It was quiet. It was like a spa. It was quiet. It's good to have quietness when you're trying to concentrate on writing your book, right? And no TV, no cell phone, no social media, no none of that. Because you want to finish your project in a nice length of time. Like I was talking earlier in my episode of Think About It Sunday. My episode, Think About Sunday, was, what's your plan? What's the new plan for the new year? And one of my points was planning your time. And planning your time with writing is very important because I've seen people write books in 90 days. I've seen people write books in 6 months. I've seen that done because I've experienced it myself, and I have seen authors say, all right, I'm starting this new book, and therefore, I got everything done. And it's like, what, really? You got this done in 6 months, 90 days. Okay. And at first, I ain't trying to be funny. At first, I thought it was a fluke. I was like, yeah, right. Because it took me so long, because it took me almost 2.5 years to write that book, my first book. Because I kept stopping and starting and stopping and starting. Work on it for 6 months, stop for 6 months. Work on it for 6 months, stop for 6 months. Work on it. And then after a while, like I said, when they sent me that email and they said that my book was published, I had to get busy. I was like, oh my God, I got to take that down because I don't want to publish. That's not what I want to publish. And so that was like I said, you want to take your time, blot out your time, block your time out. See, I like writing in the morning. Writing in the morning. I like get up. First thing I do I'm writing. I write for maybe about an hour and a half. The time is yours to keep. The time is yours. You control your time. See, this is the thing about knowing when to stamp out your time. You have to turn around and make the time yourself. And I turn off everything, stay there for an hour. I don't care if you handwriting, handwrite it out. If you're a handwrite it out type person, write it out and then type it up. Yes, it might take more time, but you get to put your stuff in your book, and you get to really enjoy the sequence of your book, and then you didn't even stamp out your time to even reread the stuff that you wrote. Okay, so you know how you wanted to write, how you wanted to flow, how you wanted to be read to, and because only you know what you want. Only you are the author of this book, and you really want to take out the time to really understand. If you could read this, if you're the author and you can't read your own work, you know you got to go back to the drawing board. And if you had that imagination, use that imagination. Use it. That's what God gave us brain for. Use it. Use our brains more than for hat racks, okay? So, hello, Love Lane. How are you doing today? Hi, and welcome to Author's Excerpt Sunday. Welcome. My topic for today is what's the first steps to writing a book? And one is write. Block out that time that you want to make for this book. Block out the time. Turn on cell phone, turn on social media. No Twitter, no Instagram, no Facebook, no TikTok, no none of that, right? Because it leaves you with less distractions, okay? Then you get you a nice proofread and editor. When you finish your first chapter, you can send that to somebody that you know that's a good proofreader or editor. And you can try and send that to them, and you can work on the next chapter and work on it like that. And I've seen, and this is one thing I know I had to figure it out, right? I had to figure it out. How do T.D. Jakes and Sarah Jakes Roberts put out 2 books in 1 year? Okay, I tell you how, because they block out their time. They make time for it to write. They make time for to get their proofreading editors to go ahead and look at their stuff. Okay, I finished chapter 1 today. Okay, here you go. I'm sending that to you in an email. Read it. Tell me what you think. I'll move on to chapter 2. It ain't have to be consistent. I've also learned that having a business coach that you have to be consistent with what you're doing, because if you're not consistent, stuff's just going to be all willy-nilly on the beach, and it's not going to come together. It's going to turn you around like a chicken with your head cut off. So you have to be consistent. Like my business coach told me, says, look, you have to turn around and you have to be consistent when you're doing your branding yourself, you're branding yourself. So what you have to do is you cannot take a break. You cannot take a break because you're trying to build a brand. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why I do these every Sunday, because in the future I plan on implementing my concept of publisher consultant contracts out, where I'm already working with some people, but I want to really get that going. And that's one of my plans. I have to be consistent. Write it out, type it out. I also want to let you know that when you writing a book, and sometimes you get these ideas and you in the bed, keep a notebook and a pen by your bed. Or you can record what your thought is. Record on your phone. Take your phone, turn on the record app, and you can turn on the record app, and then that's how you turn around and you can record what your thoughts are for the next stuff you want to put in the book. Some other things that you may want to do is set up some time later where you can sit down and read what you have written. Read what you have written. Please read what you write. Because it's like a bunch of this is what I have, and I'm just throw this stuff together and call it a book. Read what you write yourself before you send it off to somebody else to read. Read what you write. I know there might be time for some of you, but please read what you write before you send it to someone else. Because you can be in a hurry and you could do and your mind is all over the place, and it's that concentrate on what you're doing. Concentrate. Okay? So these are my thoughts for what's the first steps to writing a book. Turn it into an entity if you're a self-published independent author, a business. Okay? Make it a business, turn into your business. Don't just write, I ain't gotta do nothing, I don't have to spend, or you don't want to spend the money, but you publish the book anyway, and then you mad because somebody stole your work because it's not copyrighted. I've seen that happen to people too. They want to get mad all of a sudden because somebody stole their idea or stole their ideas and stole their writing and made a story of itself, and you be like, "Ooh, that sounds so familiar, don't? Oh my God, that look like a passage out of my book." Copyright your stuff. Okay, right? Turn into an entity, a business. Turn into a business. It's a business. It's considered you're taking in income, and we'll talk about that later. And write. Block out space to time, block out the time where you have no TV, no phone on, no cell phone, no Twitter, no Instagram, no Facebook, no TikTok, no none of that. Turn that off. Concentrate, block out maybe an hour and a half. It's your time. So you control that. And tell the people that you live with or whoever that live with you, please do not disturb me during this time because I'm writing and I'm trying to get this accomplished. Please, can you respect that? Another thing is get your good proofread and editor. Proofreader and editor. Proofread and editor. So you won't have to go through a process of, this ain't, we got to do the whole, you send them stuff, a whole segment of what you wrote, and they send you back bits and pieces, and now you got to correct it. Now you got to go back and correct the pieces that they sending you, these pages. Send them in 3 chapters. Send 3 chapters. Work on the next 3. They send you back your 3 chapters. Okay, I just kind of be consistent with it. Yes, it is time consuming, but it's better to have a book that's written well than some just throw together and print it. Okay, just throw together. Oh, I ain't got to do nothing. I just write this, print it the way it is. And then you be wondering, wait a minute, why I'm getting bad reviews? Why I'm not getting no good reviews? Because you didn't take the time out to, you have to make time to read your own work. Don't get so, I'm all this, I'm all that. I don't need to read. Look, I ain't trying to be funny. This is my work, and I want to get credit for it. And I do not want nobody to come and give me no bad reviews for my book. Okay? I don't need that. And you're so busy doing this and doing that, you don't have time to proofread your own stuff. Okay? Because I have seen some books on Amazon that if the way the author is portraying themselves is that they have it going on, but really I don't even think they proofread or edit what the person was doing for them. Sometimes we can hand off stuff to people and mess it all up. I like to do everything myself. It's good when you do things yourself and you know they're done correctly. And if we can always Google. So my thing is, write. If you sleep at night, and if you sleep and you wake up in the middle of the night and you have an idea for your book, get your phone, get you your tablet, get you a pen and piece of paper, sit beside the bed and write down your thoughts or record them on your phone. Okay? Let's see what else. What else? And always proofread your own stuff. Proofread what you've written before you send it to anybody. Okay? I want to thank y'all for coming in. It has been a pleasure. And I love you. And my name is Sharice Johnson Moore. And if you have missed this program, you can catch this program on channel LBM TV. It is on the C1 Media Network app. Okay? I have my own streaming channel. If you do not already know that, yes, I do. I have my own streaming channel. It's called LBM. It is on the C1 Media Network, a smart TV app, which can be found on Apple TV, Google TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android TV. Okay? And, I would love to have you authors. I would love to have authors on my show. And I want to just give this advice to all the authors that may be watching this. Get out the free zone. Get out of the free zone. That means I don't want to, I hear a lot of authors say, I don't want to pay for an interview. I don't think I need to pay for an interview. I don't think I need to spend money. Okay, well, I guess you want to be in broke lane then because you need exposure. I had to learn that myself. That's a topic for another day. All right. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Deuces. Hello, everyone. Sharice Johnson Moore here, owner and CEO of LBM TV. At LBM TV, our objective is to give you programming that will invigorate, motivate, and inspire you. Our programming will provide you with insight, in-depth knowledge, and solutions in your daily living. We can be seen on every smart TV, smartphone globally. We're located on the C1 Media Smart TV app, Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Google TV. So get ready to enjoy positive, uplifting programming for your daily living here at LBM TV, where we care about you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Sharice Johnson Moore here, and I have something special for you. Okay, I'm starting a new streaming channel, and it is entitled LBM TV. Okay, so I want to get you seen in front of 4.5 million people. Okay? You know how many people that is that you could advertise your business to, that you could put yourself on front of the people to be seen? 4.5 million people. Oh my God, that's a lot of people, right? So, I'm opening the door for all of those that would like to advertise on my TV channel, LBM TV, an opportunity to really get in front of the people. You can contact me through lbmtvmedia@gmail.com for further details. lbmtvmedia@gmail.com for further details. Okay, so I want to get you seen in front of 4.5 million people. Okay, so that's on a daily basis. And I wanted to let you know that I support all businesses. Okay, so come on in the room and get seen on TV. Okay, all right, babies, I love you.